My celly's standing at the window to get his tray. What's for breakfast? And he's talking to the CEO, and the CEO's looking at him like, Jesus Christ, pull it together. Don't you ever look at that shit and glorify it and look at it as any bit hard or tough or cool that you and your friends can go do some dope. That is the bitchest, weakest, running away from your fucking blessed ass life shit ever. And you know you feel like a bitch, because I've been there in that bitch ass situation, feeling like less of myself and just giving up on life. It's pathetic and it's disrespectful to everybody who loves you and believes in you. It's straight up disrespectful. Your perspective on life is shaped from within. It's shaped from your action. There is a failsafe built in you that if you get your heart going, if you push yourself, you will earn all the positivity you want. Try it. Try it today. Bust down 30 burpees without taking one rest. And then bust down 30 more with only a 10-second rest. And then bust down 30 more. I guarantee it that you cannot help but smile and be proud of yourself after that. You have shaped your perspective for the day through action the way it's supposed to be done, not looking for that bag to shape your day or any external happiness to shape your day. Not no person, not no fucking thing you drink, not no thing you sniff, not no thing you shoot, nothing. All from within. How do I know this? Because I lived it longer than everybody. And when I was there with them, I was the only one not shooting dope. There was maybe a handful. The real one doesn't care how long it takes, because he takes pride in the process. Because he looks at his family and he says, I won't let you down. I don't care. I'd rather die. He doesn't just say it. He gets up every day and he lives it. He takes pride in it. There's no more money. There's no more muscles. There's no more cars. There's no more anything. There's just extreme confidence from within. There's just extreme pride. There's just extreme fucking self-worth and discipline and just respect in general that's created for everyone around him too, because he respects himself. Stop taking all the power out of the small steps that lead to your goals. The small steps and the pride we take in them is everything. That's where your power comes from. Don't try to do less steps towards where you want to be because you think it's more efficient. It's less efficient because it means less to you. And everything in this life is about what it means to you. But this was contraband. You can't have that many magazines. You're allowed like 15 or something. Here I am with 500 and I have them stacked everywhere. I had more attachment to these magazines than the letters from people on the street, than anything. These magazines were gonna create what I needed to actually take care of my loved ones on the street, to show them their worth by creating the man that I admire so I could pass it on, so I could get out and get my mom to want to work out and track her macros, get my wife to want to work out and track her macros. Don't you try to get people to do shit that ain't working for you because you're not putting the effort. If you really care about your people, if you love your son, if you love your wife, if you love your parents, you personify the teaching to a T. Get ripped for them to make them healthy. Don't just point the finger. Who the fuck is that? That's just criticism. If you just criticize, you're an asshole. Constructive criticism supplies the solution. If I go outside of my plan, if I go outside of the intensity I know I could push my workouts at, if I go outside of my eating plan, even my fucking daily regimen, if I go outside of this, my sleeping fucking wake up time, if I go outside of this willingly, I know all you guys can feel it. Operate like that. Operate like there's a fucking hidden camera on you called the universe that fucking recognizes all energy being put out. And if you're authentic, the energy will fucking just reward you tenfold. The universe rewards authenticity. And authenticity is your fucking word. Don't wait and don't follow the path that you think you have to do. You just have to do it. You just have to train people and collect a fee. Provide a service in this life and collect a fee. Provide worth and collect a fee. You're helping people. It's worth $10 million to me this process that I shoot to you guys on my Instagram for free. Now, if you want more of a breakdown, I'll personally break it down more for you and customize it for you. This changed my life. There is no denying it. I was the fucking worst. You can just start working towards your dreams right now. Right now, today, you can just take the path that nobody else takes and just figure it out along the way. If you never quit, you're always going to fill in the blanks. You're always going to fill in the gaps. You're always going to find the answers. When I got out, I didn't have a training app. I just knew how to track macros and get swole. And then I started using Instagram. I started fucking just posting all my shit, learning as I went, sharing what was most personal to me about the journey, everything I was doing, all the steps. It's so simple. If you just share what works for you and you got some sort of result in any area of life, you can provide a service around it and become a business. You don't fucking put all these fake ass things in your ways. Well, don't you have to get licensed? Don't you have to do this? Don't you have to have this type of insurance or this or that? Like nowadays, everything is done differently. You just provide a service, you collect a profit. You don't even provide a service. You provide worth to people's lives and they're grateful. Don't even think about providing a service and collecting a profit. Provide worth to individuals' lives through what gains you worth. 10 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and you'll be everywhere you want to go. You'll surpass everything you thought you were going to do. So get the fuck after it today. Start learning, start comprehending, start applying. And if everything seems too fucking mismatched from all the information out there about training and nutrition, hire a coach. Hire a coach to give you that direct line of sight right to where you want to go quickly. And the way we find what works for us is that flow state. That flow state. I always found flow state with working out. When I work out, I don't notice time as it passes. That is the definition of inner peace. When time passes and we don't notice. When we don't notice as time passes by. Anything that generates flow state to you is a direct line of where you should be working. And you should be able to generate flow state in the three main areas: mind, body, and soul. Find different fucking activities, 3 of them max, that generate flow state. Flow state is when you're just locked in, like nothing can stop you. I used to generate flow state just researching training and nutrition for hours on end, trying to find answers. Boom, 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 looking for different answers. You need that urgency. You need that intensity. You need that desire. Your addictive personality can be an asset. Your addictive personality can be a complete asset when you're after your goals. You need to turn those bad addictions into good addictions and take yourself straight to the top. I'm addicted to my wake-up time. It feels so good to be so consistent that I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to my diet and my training. You can have good addictions, good habits, turning bad addictions into good habits. And men are habitual creatures by nature. We need structure. Without structure, we feel out of control. When we're out of control, we make stupid choices not based on our core principles. Make your choices based on your core principles, and we gather our core principles in that flow state, in that moment of pain, that pain cave. We gather and we fucking solidify our core principles of who we are so that we don't break when our triggers come right up in our fucking face. I had no woman for 10 years. So naturally everybody was saying, man, Wes, are you going to go bone a bunch of chicks when you get out? And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not. I don't even do that. I don't mess with the sanctity of love. Love is extremely special to me. It's extremely special to you. Everybody wants love, no matter how much they deny it or act too tough for it. The dudes in prison would always say, oh, I'm never getting married again. I'm never being in a relationship again. I'm just going to go fucking hook up with chicks, you know? And I'm like, I look at their locker and they got a picture of a model right there, like all dudes in prison have. Pictures of models on their bunker, on their locker. And I go, okay, Doc. So we ended up doing like 16 years or something like that on the halftime. He's from Sac, Rooster. But I go, what about that chick? What about that chick on your locker, that model? What if she wanted to marry you? What if she wanted to be your chick? Obviously, he had a different answer. When we quit lying, when we quit fucking trying to convince our minds of something our heart knows is a lie, we get away from all these problems we're creating. We stop perpetual pleasure chasing. We start getting to the root of who we are in general. And stay the fuck out the way. You know how easy life becomes when you quit just doing what you want to do and do what you got to do? This is the whole purpose of being a fucking man. Of being a man. Proud of your actions. Proud of your actions. And get you to everywhere you wanted to go. I feel like in life, the real journeys and the real vacations are within. Finding our answers. Having solutions. Solidifying our character. Making sure that our core beliefs are in line with the future we desire. If you simply do that, make sure your core beliefs are in line with the future you desire. Imagine the fucking problems you could troubleshoot. If you chose purpose over pleasure, consistently, imagine the problems you could fucking troubleshoot. No, I'm not going to go drink. I don't want tits. I don't want to be fatter. I don't want this gut. Not drinking. No, I don't want to go get in a fight with a random stranger. Not going to the bar. Imagine. When we stop doing what we know we shouldn't, that opens up the door to go everywhere we need to go that we should. You can't walk two past. A motherfucking man can't fucking ride two horses with one ass. Motherfuckers are always trying to do so many things instead of really getting good at a few things. Get good at a few things, master them, and take yourself to the top with that long view. So parole has always been a difficult thing for people to discharge. It seems like the state's against you. No. You're against you. If a man is right, his world will be right. You're not acting right. I've never been accused of something I didn't do. I've never been accused of something I didn't fucking do. And yes, people have been wrongly convicted, but not me and not most of you. So own your fucking shit. Be accountable for your actions. And step the fuck up to the plate as a man. As a fucking man. Can't even take care of themselves. You can't even take care of yourself. You know how proud I am that I'm now out here, a free man, once again, able to take care of my whole family and friends through fucking giving worth to others. So don't just look around to gain profit. Don't just look around to stack money, stack chips. Look to provide worth. Look to solve problems. This is how you win. When you solve problems as an entrepreneur, this is how you fucking build your brand. Everybody can have their own brand. Everybody has their people behind them. You just got to learn how to stay authentic and be you to draw in your people. I was walking around fake hard for so fucking long, it's crazy. Everything I did was the easiest way possible. And that's what people think winning is. People think winning is doing shit the easiest way possible. Winning is being strong enough to fucking lose. Winning is being strong enough to not let shit faze you. When a man fucking yells at you, you don't go seek validation through that man by fucking blasting him in his fucking face. There's 48.5 million millionaires. 48.5 million millionaires. Get your fucking shit together, start solving some problems, and handle business. Speak the fuck up. Motherfuckers need to speak the fuck up. Because guess what speaking the fuck up does? Guess what the fuck speaking the fuck up does? It holds you to it. It holds you to a certain lifestyle. It holds you to a certain set of principles. People don't speak up because then they got to live it. Now they're in trouble because if they don't live it, everyone sees how fucking fake hard they are. All your parents told you this. All your dads told you this, you motherfuckers. All your dads told you this. A man is nothing but his word. Why the fuck do you think you could break it on your diet or your training plans or your promise to take care of your fucking wife and kids like a motherfucking man? The only thing that keeps that motherfucker down is his fucking vices. I fucking personally know my biggest hindrance was the alcohol and the drugs and the pleasure seeking. Everything's easy. Everything is easy with that 10-year plan. You motherfuckers want 10-year pay in 2 years. I told a real estate agent buddy of mine from the pen one time. He said, Wes, I'm making X amount of money, Wes. I'm making X amount of money. I said, motherfucker, you sound like you're down on how much you're making. You don't understand the correlation. This is your 2 years in. You're getting 2-year pay. In 20 years, you get 20-year pay. If your heart's in it. If you don't bitch out and refuse to comprehend shit at the level needed, if you don't step up to the plate to fucking progress, yeah, you don't get it. And that's where the conscious congruent living comes into fucking play. Every morning, it's going to tell you to do more. More is your fucking avenue for your progression. Progression is fucking life. When we fucking don't surpass our last level, I don't give a fuck if you made 10 million last year. I don't give a fuck if you made 10 million last year. If you don't make 11 this year, you're going to feel like less of yourself. You're already used to the fucking 10. You need 11. You need 11. And you need to push yourself to that next rep in your set. You need to push yourself to that next day without cheating. You need to push your people and show them you love them by being the best version of your motherfucking self. And you hurt that individual, the amount of pain you instill in that individual's soul is how much you're going to be punished by the universe with time. So you're going to be stuck on that moment for 1 to 5 hours, depending on the severity of that simple argument. So if we can keep ourselves in control, we can keep our energy in check, then we can raise ourselves and lift ourselves very quickly. People think I have some sort of tactic or I'm good at shit. No. There's no trick going on here. There's no tactic. I'm not smarter than anybody. I'm not good at public speaking. I'm none of this. I'm not physically fit through my own fucking genetics. There's none of this. There is adherence to the conscience at the highest level. There is zero missteps, zero backsteps. Therefore, we progress very quickly. So when we check our energy, when we know we're creating all this and we're either being blessed with more time or hindered for our choices and our reaction and the energy we put out, now we're in complete control and nothing can hold us back. We're walking in abundance and we know that we're fucking fully manifesting every thought that enters our mind. Like I said, the conscious is referred to as the authentic voice of God. So when you wake up in the morning, seek to only listen within. You know those people who all they talk about is external stuff. They're not seeking deep enough within. Luckily, I sat down for a long time and I got really in touch with my internal dialogue, really in touch with my conscience so that I could have a direct path throughout my days. But I will consistently push people to follow their conscience and never listen to anything outside of that. I mean, we can take people's pointers if they're in line with our path, but never directly listen to a family member, a friend, or anyone like that who's not fucking, who's what they're telling you isn't backed up by your conscience directly providing the path. I want you guys to know how massive this is. When you deal drugs, there's karmic debt attached to that will not let you do anything productive with that money. It will not happen. I've never seen someone deal some drugs and get out slate clean, and if they were, I've had days out here where I was driving in my dream car with a stacked bank account, living a perfect life, physically fit. And since I was an asshole to someone, since I chose to be an asshole to someone that day, I couldn't see any of it. Please, you guys, check your energy, help others around you, create assets, and don't be that fake ass motherfucker who is one way to someone that he doesn't want done to him. That is the fakest shit. Someone who pushes shit on people that he wouldn't want pushed on his son or his daughter. Do not conduct yourself in that manner. That is the easiest way to pass your karmic debt down the line, down your family tree. And you don't want that shit coming back at you because you decided to hurt someone's daughter with your drug dealing, and then it's going to come back around to yours. You guys trust this. Universal laws. They're in effect. We all know it. We all say it. We all fucking see it. Let's all follow it. People put karmic debt in their way in the stupidest of ways, from relationships to drugs to even just being rude and having negative energy, lies, shit like that. This is all the stuff that blocks us. Don't lie to someone you care about. Watch how long you're attached to that lie. How can you be living a productive manner and be progressing if you're attached to a past time? When we're talking about living the moment, this means extinguishing karmic debt from our lives, making sure our karmic bank account is in the fucking surplus so that we're not attached to any past moments. Whenever I fuck up and I'm attached to a past moment, it's usually when I'm an asshole and I react wrong to people. I can't even film these videos. I can't work. I can't do anything productive. That's me being hindered from my productivity because I was a fucking asshole. Anybody who tries to get you to conduct yourself in a manner that is detrimental to the evolution of your character, this is not a friend. Doesn't mean they can't ever be a friend, but at that time, they're not being a friend. Oh, Wes, what's your 5-year plan? What are you going to do with your life? Where do you see your business going? I don't even think about that. Because first thing first, we have to make this character flawless. When you have flawless character, everybody wants to fuck with you. Everybody's drawn to you. When someone else messes up and you don't point the finger all crazy, you forgive them, you accept them, you love them. That's when they listen. They don't listen when you point the finger. You've already pushed them away. They're like that guy who thinks it's already too deep to come back. And when you think it's too deep for you to come back, you don't give a fuck and you push yourself away from it. Don't do that. If you want to save people, if you want to save yourself, give them love when they fuck up. You want to be forgiven? Fucking give people for their mistakes. We're all human. To fucking believe that people aren't going to fuck up is to not even believe in human nature in the first place. The only way you're going to cure that negativity is with love. The only strength you have is love. That other shit is bitch made. I know you felt like shit when you acted that way. I know you did because I'm human. And when you get to know yourself, you get to know everyone else really well. When you sit down with yourself in a box for so long, you can see right into people. You can see right into every fucking habit that has created who the fuck they are. I got a message the other day from a guy who sent me a video. He put up a bitch bell in his house. Every time he's a bitch, he dings the bell. And he writes down on a piece of paper that he was just a fucking bitch. We have these motherfuckers who are like, Wes, you shouldn't talk that way. You don't have to call people bitches. The only reason you feel a certain way if someone calls you something, it's because you're it. And just because you're it right now in this moment doesn't mean you have to be it the next. If something stings, change that shit, motherfucker. Growth never comes in the form in which we wish. It's always packaged and delivered in our most painful of life experiences. So whether we self-inflict these experiences or we go through them, we're better off to self-inflict them. We're better off to seek growth on our own so that life doesn't have to humble us. Calling yourself a bitch is best because then nobody else has to call you one. This is the problem out here. It's not about you. None of this is. If all your pursuits are about pushing just you forward for the benefit of you, you're a fucking baby boy and you're operating out of that victim mentality and you'll never have enough. You'll never have enough. That's that scarcity shit. Abundance is giving. A sole pursuit. My sole pursuit now is to give. It was never about any other outcome other than sharing what worked for me, what brought me to inner peace, what showed me how to gain true contentment through building yourself. Some people may see the angst in my anger, my supposed rage, but this is just passion. This is passion for passing on exactly what changed my life and got me in control. You want to know power? You want to know fucking power? Discipline is power. Sticking to your goals is power. You know how helpless that feeling is when one morning you wake up and you have these big grandiose fucking dreams and desires and you can't even fucking stick to them because your bitch ass and how you fucking feel? That's some bullshit. Epitome of pussy in my eyes. And I see it in all walks of life. I can see the skinny guy who ain't even swole, who fucking runs marathons, who's down as fuck in his heart to stick to his goals. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that mindset. This is the difference. What is your fucking whole purpose? Fuck your pursuit. It's insignificance. What's the purpose? The purpose of your pursuit is so much more greater than the pursuit itself. And if your purpose is to selflessly give all of you your time, your thought, your energy to push people forward, you found the answer. You found the answer, because this is the only thing that's going to be lasting. That selfless motivation is the only thing that's going to be lasting. Give it away. Work tirelessly to create this individual you admire. And by just pure percentage alone, you're going to resonate with 10 million people on this fucking planet, from ages fucking 12 to 50 fucking 2 to 80 fucking 2, and you're gonna help all of them. You're gonna help all of them. Everybody who sends me messages on my down days, you guys don't realize I have fucking down moments and down days, and when you send me the message that you say, Wes, you changed my life, you bring me up so fucking quick. It's immediate power. So that's why I know I have to give that to you guys for me to feel that. We get exactly as we give. This is golden rule type shit. Step your fucking game up, introspect, reflect, understand. If you give imagine when that person on your down day sent you that one warm thought that it just made your heart glow. It just set you free of your pain that day. You're all going through fucking pain, as am I still. Are my days just riddled with them 24/7 like it used to be? No, but I found my way to break it. Gratitude opens the door to higher intelligence. Open that door. Kick the fucking door down. Kick it down. Find your answers, and you'll realize what I said from the fucking start. None of this is about you. You'll be so used to who the fuck you are after a few weeks of having a certain car, having a certain look, having certain anything. That's just you at a certain point. So it don't fucking matter. But when you can light up someone else's face, when you can change someone else's life, when you can instill the strength in them to be who they want to be and create the life that they're going to live. If you don't fucking know that there's consequences to the life you live on the street and the goals you wish to attain, the life you wish to provide for your family, if you don't go after it like it's life or death, you will die. You will die inside. You will fucking be a shell of a man. An unfulfilled vocation drains the color out of a man's face. You have to have purpose in life, and your purpose can simply be, I want character. I want to be the man that my father told me to be. I want to hold my word, and I ain't gonna break it. No days off, Wes? No fucking days off. Because I'm going to gather my character. I'm going to tell myself in the morning who the fuck I am. I'm gonna fucking just introduce myself to the most adversity possible so I know where I'm weak so I can strengthen it. I love you guys. I want to strengthen you. You shouldn't be depressed. Your life is fucking great. You should never be depressed. You should never have one moment of loss in your mind. The second in your mind you feel like you're losing, move on to the next task. Do not stay there longer than needed. Go to something you can win at. This is a trick in the penitentiary that everybody knows. The second you're frustrated, you go draw, you get into flow state. The second you're frustrated, you go get a workout in. You exit that negativity. That negativity will cause you to get a life sentence. Imaginary evils are fucking incurable, so we have to work and do that mental work, that soul searching, to make sure we're strong enough to combat them. How do we get strong enough? We bring up our baseline discipline with these daily routines that we don't want to do. We don't want to get up at 2:45, but we do to strengthen our baseline discipline. We don't want to eat in this manner, but we do to strengthen this baseline discipline. When we bring this baseline discipline up, everything in life is easier. And the fucking byproduct is an amazing physique. You will look like exactly who you are internally. You were embarrassed of your fat ass parents. You were. You fucking loved them. I love fat people. I have love for plenty of fat people. But I'm trying to fucking let them level up. I'm trying to let them break through of that pain that I knew as a kid when I couldn't take my fucking shirt off. A man's goal on this planet is to find a fear he has every day and extinguish that motherfucker until he's motherfucking flawless in all areas except the love he has for his family, which he holds and cherishes in his heart. A man should not cry about a position that is fully under his fucking control. A man should only cry about the love he has for his family. The fucking tears should only come down his motherfucking face for that vision he has that he's working tirelessly to bring into fruition, to manifest for his people. He does not cry about a situation that is fully under his fucking control, like drug fucking use, like alcoholism, like getting yourself thrown in the pen for fast money, and like eating all them snacks that makes you cry in your motherfucking titties at night, you fucking pussy motherfucker. I have no problem in fucking calling people out on these things that they're fully in control of. You think you're gonna fucking win by kicking your feet up and doing everything you wanna fucking do all day? If I lived that way for one fucking minute, my own conscience would fucking eat me up. I literally do all this shit so I don't have to fucking answer to my goddamn self. I will not let myself live in that manner, nor should you. That depression went away as soon as I made it go away. I made it go away with making myself happy. I made myself happy and got that inner peace by working for it. I felt that gratitude for life because I got up and was grateful of my life. Get the fuck up and be grateful of your life. This is all action. This ain't a pill, motherfucker. This is all action. You can get rid of that anxiety when anytime you feel anxious, you use that energy you called upon. You ate those carbs, you had that coffee. No shit, you feel anxious. You didn't do nothing with that energy. You just called upon your body to have. I want this for you guys. That is not your existence. You at the very bottom, you in the fucking mud, you at rock bottom, that ain't you. When you see yourself as your highest self, when you see yourself at your greatest potential, that is you in true alignment. Nothing can go your way fully until you're in true alignment. You discover true alignment to your life's purpose when you live in a conscience congruent manner. When you're living congruent with your conscience, you're doing everything your conscience tells you. You're holding the door for that lady. You're apologizing when needed. You're giving when you can. No more, no less. You give no more and no less than you can in this life to the people that need it. You give the most to yourself. You wake up and turn yourself into someone you want to give away. You wake up and you teach the stuff that you fucking need to know. You needed to know to be the man you are today. When you teach, you truly learn twice. You become that person. When you fucking bring wisdom in and you share it, you earned it. Get the fuck up and earn it today, you guys. Get the fuck up and earn it today. Some people still validate themselves in the penitentiary with their level of violence, their ability to deal drugs and control people, and their ability to just be cold and callous and not really listen to their heart, their conscience to guide them. What I'm going to tell you right now is how you have to validate yourself in life. In life, the realest thing is what we validate ourselves with in our heart is what people will want from us. So if you validate yourself with your conduct, your character, your discipline, and everything internal, people are going to want that from you. On my page, it's obvious. Everybody wants from me what I validate myself in my heart with. So the flaw that I see in society is that people will validate themselves in their heart with stuff like financial success. And they don't realize people want from them what they validate themselves with in their heart. And they're not willing to give it. You have to be willing to give what you validate yourself in your heart with, or you will cause a flawed relationship. The relationship will have no chance. The people will be after something you're not willing to give. So therefore, it causes that issue. Everyone's like, oh, this bitch is a gold digger, or this person just wants my money. It's because you're placing all your validation on that. People come to my page on Instagram and my content, and they just share with me the character that they have, how they feel, how they're conducting themselves, the wins they get daily. So in the penitentiary, Your daily program, how you conduct yourself, is everything. This is what you're validated by. There is no material. There is no material world. So we must be attached to something deeper. The way we do this, when the pain is unbearable, when you've reached your threshold and you can't take one more second, that's where the level up begins. This is where we have to choose personal growth over vices. Run to that personal growth. Run to it. Run to that personal growth. Do not think vices are going to solve your problem. It's going to be a temporary fix, and then you're going to feel doubled down. I know you have pain. Your pain and my pain, they're all the same. You don't feel any different at your lowest point where you just feel like dying, like you feel like you can't go on. You feel like everything's fucked and your perception of life is screwed and you don't even believe in anything. I've been there. You can only get yourself out of that from work, from the process that instills strength in you. Self-love is only created through self-investment. The surest sign of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common, and I see it in everybody. I get angry sometimes. I get frustrated. That's my big change. My big takeaway from this is my reaction. I can soften it. I can still stay hard, but I can soften it. There's a perfect line that I need to walk, and my conscience guides me from that. If you listen to your conscience, you can walk the line flawlessly. It's telling you right away, right after you fuck up, apologize to that person. Right when you fuck up on your diet, no more of that. You're being guided. You're being guided. So when I got up this morning with the most pain I've felt in almost my whole fucking lifetime, because I lost my dream. And I woke up this morning and said, I'm going to get it back. I'm going to fucking get it back. I'm going to go work for it today, and then I'm going to go work for it fucking tomorrow, and then I'm going to go work for it to the next day, because there's no fucking days off. Everybody's got these problems manufactured out here, but they don't know real problems. Guess what I know a problem to be? Death or life in prison. That's what I know a problem to be. What's your problem? What's your problem, princess? Having trouble with your fucking diet? I used to have a bologna fucking sandwich with cheese on it and put that El Pato with the duck on it, green sauce. That shit tastes like Papa John's to me, motherfucker. I come out and eat this plain ass food because it ain't shit to me. I left all that shit at the fucking gate. Guess what? When someone stands up and tells you what you need to do and they're willing to work on it with you, guess what? Even if they say it in the way you don't fucking want it, well, guess what? That means they fucking love you. That means they care. That means they're willing to take some pain that you're going to dish out in their way to help your ass. They see your higher self. They see your higher self. They know what you can be. They know they were that low. They know you could bring it up. That's what I see. I see your higher self. I'm sick of you living as a fucking shell of who you fucking should and could be with this one motherfucking life. You can only escape that pain through the work. And guess how you escape that pain? Going into more pain. That's the only fucking way. The second you run to them vices, you just hit that bitch bell. Boom! Bing! Ding! Ding! I'm a bitch. I tapped out. I knew I shouldn't have done that. The new man. The next man. I've only seen him exist in his 40s and 50s. I've only seen the man that I'm creating exist in his mid to late 40s and 50s. And that's the man I'm working towards. The man with that composed demeanor. The man that is savage. That savage motherfucker. That dude who will fucking take it to the level, but he doesn't. He chooses not to. By choice. Savage by fucking birth. Just fucking by drive with action. But by choice, he's loving. By choice, he's kind. By fucking choice, he makes his fucking life what he wants it to be. Through conscious endeavor. Conscious endeavor and hard fucking work. And that's what fuels him. There is no outcome that could ever fucking put him where he wants to be. No outcome. The only outcome is the one that gets others where they need to go. Because when we can pass on, when we can teach, this is the optimal state. When we give what we cherish. I cherish my control. I cherish my discipline. It's everything to me. It got me through the hardest times. You guys are going through hardest times. How do you think that trading tomorrow's happiness for today's is the choice? I don't give a fuck if it's pizza or fucking pot or dope or whatever the fuck. It's all a small amount. Yeah, pizza's not like fucking heroin, and pot ain't like fucking meth. But you know what you're trading. You know what you want. And if you walk that line fucking rigid, if you walk that line like a man, you just make yourself fucking proud as fuck. I'm fucking hungry. I'm hungry as fuck. I'm hungry as fuck. I was hungry in the pen. Like I said, bologna and fucking cheese sandwich with El Pato green sauce with the duck on it. That motherfucker tastes like Papa John's. You got to understand that it's perspective when something like that can happen. You take so much pride, you get your happiness out of the work, and then relaxation's enough. You don't need no big old concert. You don't need no fucking time out dancing on tables like a fucking 12-year-old. You get to just go to work like a fucking man, provide for the fucking family, wear yourself out, and be exactly where you need to be. You know that shit ends bad. Wes, it's fun, but it never fucking ends well. And it doesn't. We know it doesn't. We know it doesn't. And so trading happiness, trading tomorrow's happiness for today's is so foolish. That's that debt life. We don't live in debt. We're fucking winning. We're pushing forward. The winning mindset, the winner's mindset, the way to overcome everything is to learn to have the mindset where you look at everything as a win. The obstacles are the path. The path is supplied in the obstacles, the overcoming of them, the character created through these obstacles you thought you could never hurdle. Motherfuckers always write me and they say, Wes, how do I work around a shoulder injury? I say, motherfucker, you got some fucking legs, right? You got fucking legs, right? You got abs, right? You have a heart in your chest, right, motherfucker? You have a fucking brain, don't you? Well, guess what? If you overcome that injury by working on what you can and not being stuck in that losing mentality for even more than a quarter second, moving straight on to a win of your choice, this is how you win. This is how you exercise your mind. This is how you fucking move straight from something that was a loss straight to a win. The motherfucker like me, the second my internal dialogue goes south, the second my self-talk goes negative when I'm going after a goal, I go straight to the next thing because I know I can't exist in that losing frame of mind for even a second if I want to work at my top level. If it fucking did good, the obstacles are the path. When a motherfucker hurts his shoulder, he better come out from that shoulder injury with fucking crazy ass legs, ripped ass abs, and a fucking mindset to match. It's not even about that. It's just about not tapping. What are you going to get by getting injured and saying, oh, fuck it up, I'll just eat all these snacks now and wait till I heal? How the fuck are you going to heal eating snacks? There's no downside to telling them to wait till the pain's at its fucking highest threshold and stay present. Stay present during the pain. I don't give a fuck. That shit works. Psychedelics work. Water plunges work. But it is more optimal to get those changes from within. Anytime you're faced with adversity, knowing that that adversity has a simultaneous seed planted for the virtue of its matching. The exact match of how deep that adversity was, if you overcome it, you have that amount of virtue. That amount of prosperity comes from the low-level adversity. Why? Because that was your weak point. And when you overcame it, your mindset was forever changed. Your mindset was forever changed because you knew that that was your weakness and you leveled it up by choice, by conscious endeavor. You conquered that fear. I got a message today. The motherfucker said, hey, thanks, Wes. Thank you, Wes. You fucking karate chopped me in the throat with that truth. Thank you. Some of us need it that way. The real fucking ones need it that way because they're stubborn, because they're strong, and they need someone to fucking hit them in the fucking face with that shit. That's what the fuck I did to myself. So I will not give you anything else than what worked for me. I won't tone it down. You're not my people if you need me to turn it down. If you need me to tone it down, you're not my people. And guess what? People can totally disagree. I don't agree with drug use of any kind. Any sort of substances that you're taking in, I don't agree with. I just don't, okay? Not fucking any sort of psychedelics or anything like that. If it works for you, it works for you. But that's just a quick road. That's the quick road to what I did over a long period of time and a lot of work. Which one's going to stick with you more? The one that comes internally, that can never be taken from you, or the one that when it runs out, that's all you got? I know people are saying, okay, well, when I went on that trip, I took stuff with it for life. Honestly, I'm going to be fucking real honest, okay? The people who are going that route aren't what I want to look like. I don't want to be a flower child, soft ass man who's fucking got these weird ass twicks and tweaks and shit because he took so many fucking psychedelics that he's all weird now. He's all weird now. And motherfuckers are probably like, I don't want to be like Wes. He's too high strung. That's okay. Pick a side. Pick a fucking side. There's a new man out there. There's a new man out there. He is fucking furious. He's fucking savage. He's ready for anything. And he's got a huge fucking heart. He's got a huge heart. And he believes in karmic debt. And he treats people with respect. And he gives the energy he wants in return. This energy I'm giving you is to fuel you. It's to create the habits on the other side of your weaknesses to make you strong in the areas you're weak. You don't have to be like me. I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to have my answers. I want you to find your own. You're going to find your answers the second you tap in through going as hard as you fucking can in every area. Mind, body, soul. Intense, painful reflection. Intense, painful workouts. Intense. And intense, fucking savage fucking diets that leave you hungry all the time. When we're hungry, we fucking fight. Anything you regret, it needs to go. It doesn't serve you anymore. If something doesn't serve you, it must go. That goes for foods, drugs, any type of vice. I refer to anger as a vice because I seek pleasure from it, from the anger, from the negative reactions of people. I get pleasure from it. That's why I do it. And the point is, we can't fucking do this. We have to be purposeful. We have to realize that when we're seeking pleasure, we're either harming ourselves or someone else. When we're seeking pleasure, we're either harming ourselves or someone else. If it's not purpose-based, we can get pleasure in many other ways, but they have to be purposeful acts that gain us pleasure. You can take more pleasure in your sacrifice and your commitment to your goals than you ever could eating that little fucking Debbie snack and fucking your life up, making yourself fucking less confident, less secure, not pursuing your goals because you don't feel yourself. Create who you are from within and acquire what you admire. You're not preparing your mind to absorb these times. All we have is the moment. All we have is the moment. And that doesn't mean go live and enjoy that pizza and drink that drink. That's not living in the moment. That's trading today's happiness for tomorrow's. That's actually living in debt. Living in the moment means creating a program and a life that satisfies you in every way, putting your heart into it, putting your soul into your acts, and then coming and spending your free time with your loved ones, pumping them up, bringing them up with you. A friend can teach you, a true friend can make you do what he can. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you guys. I was in that pain. The most foolish thing is everybody who says, oh, time passes so fast, time flies. Well, guess what? If you have the proper program, the proper discipline, the proper etiquette, the proper life and work ethic, then you can fly to your goals and not fly into that bag of shit you've created. Let's fucking get it. That's when either you hit your massive growth phase because the pain is so real, or you bitch out even more and sign up to the negativity even more. These motherfuckers were cutting the dude's feet off. They were stabbing him, cutting the shit out of him, cutting his Achilles tendons, blasting him on the fucking head with the microwaves, with fucking different objects. Horrible. Horrible. Because they didn't think they could come back from shit they've done in their life. But it's possible. If you've forgiven one person for one thing, you can be forgiven but for everything. And the whole thing is fuck if people forgive you. Forgive yourself and gain inner peace. You gain inner peace by forgiving yourself. You forgive yourself through positive acts, through stacking your W's towards who you want to be. You forgive yourself through conducting yourself in the opposite manner that made you fucking disrespect yourself in the first place. There's a new man out there. There's a new man out there. He is fucking furious. He's fucking savage. He's ready for anything. And he's got a huge fucking heart. He's got a huge heart. And he believes in karmic debt. And he treats people with respect. And he gives the energy he wants in return. This energy I'm giving you is to fuel you. It's to create the habits on the other side of your weaknesses to make you strong in the areas you're weak. You don't have to be like me. I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to have my answers. I want you to find your own. You're going to find your answers the second you tap in through going as hard as you fucking can in every area. Mind, body, soul. Intense, painful reflection. Intense, painful workouts. And intense, fucking savage fucking diets that leave you hungry all the time. When we're hungry, we fucking fight. Just taking pride and pleasure on my ability to not be pleased. Not be pleased. The man who can take pride and get pleasure from not being pleased is unstoppable. Make it hard on yourself. When we make it hard on ourselves, when we take the harder route, when we put more into our goals, more love, more consistency, more effort, we respect our goals more. When we respect our goals more, it means more to us to stick to them. What's plaguing everyone out here is cognitive dissonance. This is a subconscious mind that knows you're a fucking liar. It knows you want something, but it knows you don't do it. And it knows your self-talk isn't in line with the future you desire. It isn't in line with the strengths you wish to possess. I start trying to fucking be like, oh shit, I want to lay next to my beautiful wife. It's kind of cold. I do that for like a quarter second and I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. You owe everybody out here the strength that you can give by living it, by personifying the teaching. Don't even fucking tell people how to live. Show them. Be the example. And then when they ask, share the fucking steps. That's the thing about excuses. All your excuses are completely justified. They're completely true. But the fact is you don't need to fall victim to them. You can either be a victim and have excuses, or you can be that fucking champion motherfucker who has solutions. There's problems in life. When you find solutions to them, you fucking win. You fucking win. This is what kept me still till this day to my goals. The amount I sacrificed and the amount of work I put in to get where I'm at is what keeps me fucking here. If you want the easy road, no, it's going to be easier to deter from the road, to deter from the path. I don't even like when people fucking, I don't even fucking like when people want to find the easiest road. I just don't. Because the whole thing is I know it's not going to last for them. And so me wanting people to have what I have, which is the most fucking power in the world, self-control, self-discipline, I want them to do it the hardest way because that's the way they fucking learn. So when someone wants to be spoon-fed and they watch my content, they're like, what do you mean you're not going to tell me how to fucking do it? I'm going to give you exactly as much as you need so that you can connect the dots, because then you'll learn it and you won't need me. And then you can pass it on. The systems I see at work out here are flawed. The point is, if you want to beat the system, you have to become the system. And a well-arranged time is truly the sign of a well-arranged mind. I would get up early in the morning. First thing I did when I get up was read a couple quotes. Like I always talk about, I read the quotes. I soak up something that gives me that real power, that emotional motivation. I usually attach it to my family, my friends, or the vision of my future family. I always tell people that. The vision of my future family was the love I created within that got me through it. Just knowing that I was creating the father that my son needed, the husband my wife needed, the son my mother needed. I was creating him. And every push-up, every set, through everything, through all the pain, every fucking day, I'd be at 500 burpees and just be like, and it was so painful. But I learned all my answers in that pain. I learned all my answers in that pain cave. That pain cave, that pain zone, that's where everything becomes real. You have to hit the point of no return when you can't do any more, when no more can be done and you have to do more. That's how you force the level up. You can force a level up in all areas of life by hitting that point where you know it's not possible to do more and forcing it. We can do this. We're using so little of our brains. And the way we do anything is the way we do everything. And if we put our whole heart into the smallest shit, like I would when I would wash my whole cell. I had this cell spotless, a shitty ass, burnt out metal and cement cell, but putting so much pride into it. When you could put that much pride into something that's so shot, you can transfer this into all areas of life. This can be your heart that's shot at the time, your mindset at the time, and you can put pride into it. You can put work into it. You can build it. You can respect it. This is what it takes. It's not about the pursuit. It's about the purpose. The purpose of the pursuit is to test yourself. You're testing yourself. You guys, you got to put the deepest meaning in the smallest shit. Prepping your meals for your fucking diet. When you prep your meals, when you cook them, when you put love into them, this makes you stick to your goals. The more you put into your goals, the more you're going to fucking just need them. You can't quit when you put this much into it. I hate when people say they feel off. Oh, I'm having an off day. I just say, motherfucker, what'd you do to be on? I keep the same program every day so that I'm on. I will not accept that I can't create the mindset that I want throughout the day and create the positive energy that I want. I won't accept it. There's no excuses. And if you say you're off, that's just an excuse. Now you're a victim. No victims around here. Let's go. I've done so much fucked up shit. I'm so fucking grateful that the universe blessed me with another chance. I was a fucked up ass individual. Violence was my forte. That was everything to me. I took pride in being able to conduct myself in a high level of violence if that person wronged me. I glorified the fun. I forgot how those movies ended. They end horrible. And that's how it always ends, because the universe does not discriminate. The universe is not biased. It doesn't matter who you are. You must keep your conduct and your character paramount in this life, or you will wash yourself up. You will wash yourself up so quick, and you will see the answers when it's too late. And that's the most painful thing. So many times on my term, I thought it was too late, and I was seeing the answers so clear, and I was in tears, and I was just like, no, please give me another chance, please. Even in the pen, when I fucked up again and again and again, and I kept hurting people. Stop hurting each other. We are all one. Don't even get mad at that guy on the freeway. Understand him. Understand that you've driven like an asshole before. Be understanding. Make your day better. I wake up every morning and my main goal is to never break character and pass on the best man I can to everyone I come across, because that's what makes my day. It's not like some flash, some dope event that everyone thinks fucking life is, some amazing event that was so fun. There's just no downside. There's no down to it. You're just content. Goodness is uneventful. It does not flash. It glows. You're just glowing. There is no pain attached to any of this. All instant gratification has pain attached to it. It doesn't matter if you're hurting someone, ingesting something, whatever the fuck it is. We must keep our character in the tip of our fucking, just our heart and our blood, and everything in us must be how we conduct ourselves. Or trust me, the universe will hand your bitch ass everything you're asking for. In this life, we get every motherfucking thing we ask for. Perfect. Some life-altering events that everybody's gonna have to adjust to. Awesome, I love it. I want you guys to feel it. Stay present when everything's being taken away from you. When the material world collapses around you, the spiritual world is awakening, and the spiritual world is inside you. It's in your heart. It's in your mind. It resonates all within your blood. When you wake up in the morning, how is that self-talk? How's your self-talk in the morning? When you first remember that everything outside isn't what it was the day before. When everything outside isn't what it used to be, how does your self-talk go? Do you say, I'm going to pull out everything I can out of myself today to make it the best day through my own fucking choices? Or are you going to sit there and blame everything else? Do you go to blaming, or do you say, this is upon me right now? This is upon me to create everything I can today from what I got. So when these times come, you know your answer. You know it's going to come through it. And then when you put that first day in, when you put that motherfucking first day in, you got so much power. You know it. You feel it. And so then you say, fuck it. I felt so good even though it was a shitty day. I made my day. I did that shit. Nothing else. Nothing else. I did that shit. I want you guys to know this. I did it so many days in a row that I can't even stop out here. Because I was saying, I signed up for some crazy shit with my motherfucking word. With my motherfucking word, I signed myself up to an early ass wake up time and non-negotiable training for life. I signed up for life. And this motherfucker's mind went straight to, you can have someone else to do it for you and fool people. Motherfucker, you can't fool yourself. There's no pride in that. The only thing that matters is that you did what you talk about. The only thing that matters is that you appear as who you are. Don't fucking want to appear something that you're fucking not. Are you ready for this shit or not? This shit ain't even gonna get bad. And guess what? If it does, who gives a fuck? We're ready. We've always been ready. That's what I was telling you. Every day is preparation for life. Are you prepared for life? Are you prepared to do everything that strengthens you and brings you where you want to go for life? When you say, I'm committed for life, that is admittance that you know there is going to be peaks and there's going to be valleys, and you ain't fucking tapping. How many things in this life can you say never again to? How many vices can you say never again to? Not, nobody's perfect. I kind of just slipped. How about never again? Never, never. Don't give yourself that leeway, because everybody can be perfect. I want to give you guys all my strength to wake the fuck up and examine that self-talk. Make sure that self-talk says, fuck yeah, I'm going to work on myself inside, and it's going to show outside today. I'm going to do it. Nobody else. I don't need shit. Thank you for taking it away. Now I get to work on what really matters. Give my wife a fucking big ass hug and tell everybody, look how hard I'm going to work for you. And when you see those bitches whining about their situation, call them exactly that. Hey, you motherfucking pussy. And don't even get into the details. Just fucking walk on by. Just show them with action. Don't even spend the time to tell them unless they ask you. Motherfuckers with excuses will always have excuses. This is what we don't do. We get up and we realize muscle can be created by just going into massive pain. The body only knows tension. Growth only comes from pain across the board, all areas of life. I'm going to keep saying all this shit because some people watched my message for the last few months and forgot it the second something bad happened to them. The second they were fighting over fucking toilet paper in the fucking store. Toilet paper? You sold out your character for toilet paper, motherfucker. Fuck you. Fuck you. Straight up. I'm going to put my heart into it. I'm going to push the fucking ground further down. I'm going to smash this shit. Watch how fast I go. Everybody in the building was disturbed by this because these fucking soft ass motherfuckers wanted to sleep longer. No, there's deeper fucking values held to all this shit with your fucking selling of character for such simple gain. Simple gains. Losing everything about who you are. I would rather fucking die than not be the man I fucking admire. The man that I see and get chills from. That damn, how does he do that? How does he conduct himself like that? That's who we must create. That's what we're after right now. I could tell a soft-ass motherfucker from a mile away. I know how you lived your morning when we come across each other. I can fucking tell, motherfucker. Everybody can tell. There's no hiding in this life. You are exactly what you do. When you see those people getting up early, when you see them dieting harder, when you see them training, if you think negatively upon someone like that, you better look within, you piece of shit. They're just trying to better themselves, you motherfucker. Don't you say nothing negative about someone trying to fucking be a better person. You motherfucker. You stupid fucks doing that shit. You don't want the old me coming to your pad. You don't want him. He don't give a fuck. When people fucking just strive to be better and give more of a fuck and be more caring, you push them. You push them. You give them all your strength. You give them all your will. That's all I ever did in the pen. I said, I'll do more for you. Every day, same spot, standing there, arms crossed, ready for chow, cup in my fucking pocket, spoon in a cup, same spoon, 7 years, what? This is how it's done. The second you hit the line in prison, you have a fucking choice. I'm gonna walk in this building and show everybody who I am, or I'm gonna get told who I am. You wake up every fucking day on this lockdown and tell yourself who you are with your actions, your dedication, your discipline, and your self-talk. Your self-talk better match your motherfucking actions, or that means you ain't going hard enough when it counts. Get in that pain cave, saturate in it, love it. It's not enough to just do what you fucking know you gotta do. You gotta love that shit. That's gotta be your fuel. That is the result. Don't ever ask someone, how long till I get my result? Motherfucker, you get it today if you go hard enough. You're gonna walk away feeling like a real motherfucker. Let's go! Do not let that first fucking thought in your head be negative. The second the first thought enters your mind when you're waking up, do not let it defeat you. Let it be positive and affirming. Fuck this, I got this, this ain't shit to me. Once that first thought enters your mind, spring the fuck up, get up. This is the epitome of gratitude. The fact that you'll get up when you don't have to. Call yourself out whenever you're going negative, whenever you're going soft, whenever you start to fail yourself and start to talk yourself out of what you really want for yourself. This is when you have to be extremely accountable, point the finger at yourself, and this is where the changes come. This is how we solidify our character. These problems that are going to come your way, especially now, these problems are going to fuck you off. They're going to run a train on you if you're not ready. So this morning process is to develop the mindset needed to endure these tasks, to endure this life. The only reason we have weaknesses is because our discipline is lacking in those areas. If we strengthen the discipline in the diet, which is 5 to 7 times a day of choosing purpose over pleasure, our baseline discipline is raised. That makes us a lot less susceptible to our weaknesses. So when we're a lot less susceptible to our weaknesses, we're fucking enriching our life to the fucking core. Now we must fucking know that these are not just simple tasks. These smallest things, if we can put the most power behind these smallest things, we will fucking just excel during these hardest of times. Push the positive action to everyone around you. When you're locked in a small space, negativity will fucking just ruin your life. It'll ruin your relationships, your life, and everything at this time. Positivity and self-love at this time will cause you to see love and positivity in everybody else. So self-investment at this time is what's going to give you the self-love needed to strengthen your relationships at this time while you're on lockdown and in close quarters. You must have everybody that you love investing in self at a high level. Or if they fucking turn to vices, if they turn to negativity, if they turn to snacks, drinking, or anything that's not in line with their conscience and the future they desire, they will get negative upon themselves. Because that's not what they really want at heart. When they go negative upon themselves, they're going to fucking push that on you. So your perception of me is a reflection of you. If inside they feel negative from their choices, they're going to see all the negativity in you. There's negativity and positivity in all of us. It just matters how much we're magnifying it by our choices. When I'm positive as fuck and I did everything right, I only see the best in you. That's why I must act positive, so that I can respect you, so that I can love you, so that I can see everything in you in the best light. We must seek to see the best in everybody around us. We must. But we have to point out and be accountable for our weaknesses. I don't want anybody's relationship failing from a small lockdown quarters. This is very easily. Me and my wife are actually strengthening our bond at this time because we're working out harder, we're planning more, and this fucking problem, we haven't even started to look at it in a negative fashion. We're like only seeing the positives behind it. And this is the test. When life really fails you, when shit's really negative, what do you choose? If you have the strength to choose positivity over negativity at this time, This is where humans' true power lies, is the ability to choose a positive thought over a negative one. The key to all this is understanding that mastery is right thought and then action followed. Mastery is right thought. Continue to seek within. Listen to your self-talk. Have a strong witness during these times. Really become accountable. Watch your mind working. Are you being a bitch? Are you being negative? You must have this self-investment to create a high level of self-worth, high level of self-love. If you have a high level of self-love and a high level of self-worth, you see the best in everybody. So this is going to be what's going to save your relationships at this time. Do not let this break your relationship. Do not let this break you. So it all begins with you and your self-investment to strengthen everybody around you. Let's go. If you engage in vices like overeating, drinking, smoking, doing drugs during this time, those vices are going to cause you to hate on yourself because you know you want better for yourself in your heart. No one wants to engage in that shit. Nobody. I don't care who you are. You're lying if you say it. It's a vice, makes you feel like shit afterwards. When you feel like shit afterwards, you shit on those closest to you. I do it all the time when I cheat on my diet. That's when I say, hey, I don't cheat on my diet because I want to be kinder and sweeter and more loving to my wife. Because when I cheat on my diet, my baseline discipline drops. When baseline discipline drops, my weaknesses are paramount. My weaknesses are my anger and my reactive time. Don't fall victim to your vices, thus lowering baseline discipline and causing you to be an asshole to your people during this lockdown. When we start to raise our frequency, we go from panic to planning. Now, our plan gives us so much clarity on our path. Everybody's confused on what to do at times like this. So this is what we do. This is how we find the answers. We don't find the answers by stressing about them. We find the answers by gaining clarity through our self-reflection process and our growth process. Now, when there's more clarity, there's less confusion. And then that goes right into our sense of purpose. Our sense of purpose makes every interaction, no matter how small or remote, even through fucking Instagram, IG, all this shit, even if it's remote, it makes everything more significant because we are in isolation. So our perspective will start to change at this point as we raise our frequency, and we won't sweat the small stuff. Yes, we will have stress. We will know that that is a good thing because stress keeps us motivated on problem solving. You should stress about the problems you have so that you come up with a solution. You shouldn't stress so much that you give up or turn to a vice. You should stress so that you find the solution. This is what productive people do. So we've raised our vibration so much to where we've elevated ourselves to a level of oneness. Usually my biggest problems on the street are other people. My biggest problems out here are other people, but that's okay because I see it as growth. If I don't necessarily like the way someone's acting, or I don't like being around someone or how they respond to me, I just personally take that as growth and I say, hey Wes, you're meant to be more patient at this time. This is a learning lesson. Everything is happening for you. Life happens for you. This is the winner's mindset. This is the winner's mindset. This is where all the answers lie. Every fucking thing that has ever ailed a human being since he was created already fucking exists within him. The only time you're ready to get off lockdown is when you don't give a fuck about getting off lockdown. And the only time you're ready to get paid for living your best life is when you live your best life regardless of if you get paid or not. That's what works. All the fucking people who ever made it in life, they were going to choose their path regardless of if they got paid or not. All the greats. It's what they love. It's their passion. It was their purpose. You need to find yours now. Your conscience is supplying it moment by moment, day by day. Your conscience, your higher self is supplying your vision. I always resort back to sleep and food and a workout because that's where it comes when it gets simple like this. In simple times, you really get to realize who you are because there is no variables that you can blame. There's no blame game here. It's all just you. There's no excuse. You're choosing. You're fucking... And then when you're able to transfer this back to a more detailed life, you can live this simple life, realize it's all you're choosing, and then you can bring it back to that more detailed life that has more fucking intricacies, more variables. Excuses exist in both places. Excuses just don't disappear since you get in a new environment. If you're an excuse-having motherfucker, you have them in every environment. And if you're a fucking go-getter who has solid habits, solid character, solid discipline, you have that in every motherfucking environment, regardless of who you are. Only a weak motherfucker becomes a product of his environment in a negative way. A leader, a real motherfucker, he creates who he wants to be regardless of his fucking environment. He don't give a shit. He knows his fucking truth. He knows who he wants to be. Become that motherfucker. Don't get around people and let them dictate your vision. Oh, everybody else was eating that and drinking that and doing that, so I decided to. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's what you're telling your fucking conscience. That's what you're telling the universe. That's what you're telling your higher self. Hey, fuck you. I'd rather stay down here. Well, guess what? You can stay down here. You can stay down there. The only way to stay motherfucking average, stay common, is to have the same excuses as them average common motherfuckers. Get the fuck up and create who you want to be today. No exceptions. Wake up. Tell yourself who the fuck you are. Why would you go to a secondhand source when you got the plug's number? When you got the plug's number, you go to the plug. That's why I don't read no more. I got the plug's number. The plug is higher intelligence. The plug is infinite intelligence. The plug is the universe. And that's why all these messages are the same. I keep saying it ain't no Robbins, it ain't no Goggins, there ain't no Watson. There's none of this. There's none of this. There is messages being delivered and then re-deciphered and passed on to you guys. We're passing on the knowledge and information and messages to you guys. And I know you can get them. And I want to help you. That's why I always preach that morning process. That's why I say, hey, you want answers? The fucking floor is right there. Go get your money. Go get your answers. That's why I say that. Because I find my answers in the morning. I go to the gym to find my answers. I find answers about who the fuck I am and who I'm yet to be. By accommodating his shortcomings and seeing him as less is what those parents, where they fucked up. They hindered his ability to grow and get better at these sports by doing that. When they rewired their subconscious to see his strengths, to only see the best and believe the best in him, their son went on to excelling in physical activities because they treated him differently. They raised him, they raised their vibration and frequency towards him, thus raising his. When we think about people, that's why I'm such a good coach. I'm going to say it. That's why I'm so good at being a coach. And I love it. That's why I'm so good. Because I only see your higher self. I only see what you could be. That's why I get frustrated when you're not being it. Because I know it's a lot easier to be the best version of yourself than to live as a shoddy motherfucking version of yourself. It would fuck your mind up to read all his books at once, or even many chapters at once. You read his books slowly, and you fucking increase your cognition. You increase your thought capacity to a level you never knew. Humans operate out of capacities, and when you consistently work on your capacity for these areas, you increase your ability. Being fat fucks up your business. And this is all so fucking true. It's so fucking true. Who we are when we do the fucking dishes is who we are in our fucking workout. If you fucking sacrifice all your pleasures to get up so fucking early every day for over a decade, there's no fucking way you're going to let your goals slip through your fingers for some fucking instant gratification. You will not bend. Motherfuckers quit tracking their macros so quick because they can't understand it. Stress management is a key to your fucking potential. Manage stress better. How do you manage it better? Drop your fucking ego. You're not supposed to know all this shit so quick. Embrace it. Sit with yourself. Get frustrated. Overcome it. Make yourself proud. Why is it woe is me? None of us are that bad. We're in America. Most of us are in America. But I mean, there's people around the world who live much worse than us. And my heart goes out to those people. When I was in the fucking shoe, I thought about people in fucking these impoverished countries who live horrific life conditions. Horrific. In your times of thinking, woe is me, when you're being selfish, thinking just about you, think about people who had it worse. And they had it worse way before fucking coronavirus. You don't have it that fucking bad, really, do you? Be fucking honest. The glow of one warm thought during your worst days is everything. And why do you think I retained all this wisdom and all these quotes? Because I was dying inside. My heart was broken. I didn't know when I'd ever see my parents again. It had been 5 years at this point, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 fucking years that I hadn't seen my mother's face. You guys, don't fucking just zero in on your fucking situation. 30,000 foot view, it's not that bad. Your fucking problems are minuscule. It's time to spend every ounce of energy finding the solution, because if one motherfucker found it, then you can find it too. Get to fucking work. So you create new neurological pathways through going so quick on the up, boom, 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 and then just doing the negative in a normal controlled fashion. So now when you do this over and over and over, you will double your pull-ups in a month. Half your 1 set max reps, half of that up to 50 reps. If you can only do 10 reps, do 10 sets of 5 every day, 2 to 3 minutes rest. Don't shoot for a pump, shoot for fast reps. Train your body to be efficient in the exercise. And then guess what? When you do that for a month or two while you're on lockdown, you go do it in the gym and get more reps. You add more weight to it. Over time, after you've got to 30 pull-ups, now you add 20 pounds and go back and do the GTG lower. That's how I built my back. Sandbags, pull-ups, and the GTG method. So a reverse diet is needed. You diet down until you get that perfect shape. And it's going to be smaller than you think. Everybody is smaller than they fucking think. Everybody. Those dudes in the pen are just fat buff, fake fucking fat buff. If it ain't veins, it's fat. If there's no veins, it's fat. That's it. You have to realize this. If you stay delusional, you'll stay where you're at. You need a fucking wake-up call. Diet down. Embrace it. There's a reason why every single religion, every society since the dawn of time went through these trials that I'm trying to tell you. Every single religion, every society since the dawn of time went through these trials that I'm trying to tell you. They fasted. They went on extreme treks for endurance, and they sat in isolation. This is how we meet ourselves. Meet your fucking self. Meet yourself. Understand yourself. Realize you're delusional as fuck. I'm delusional in some areas. I am. We all have these flaws. Witness yours. I only get like this because I want you to see how great you can be. It frustrates me because I know I see your highest potential. The only thing holding you back in this life is your discipline. Your discipline is the only thing holding you back. If you have 5 to 7 chances a day to raise your discipline through what you eat, the hardest area to control, why don't you take it? Don't you want discipline? You ain't gonna read from it. It ain't coming from a guru. You don't get it from watching this video. You have to apply it, motherfucker. Your subconscious knows you're bullshit if you're not fucking applying it. Apply this shit. I want it for you. I want to respect people. I have to create assets around me, because I can't live with disrespect in my heart for these people who give less than their capabilities. Give everything you fucking got, all of it. Lockdown is starting at square one, and that's okay. Be okay with being a beginner again. This is how you become successful, because then it gives longevity to the process. The process is going to go on your whole life, your entire life. So your capacity for the start of any endeavor you pursue is juvenile. So at the start of any physical endeavor, it's going to be aesthetics. You want the results, you want the six-pack, and that's fine, because that's going to be needed later to teach. When it comes full circle, like I said, create the man you admire. in every way so that you can just give him away. You're going to have to teach at the end to give the longevity to this process, to stick with that long view. If it was just purely aesthetic, I would have quit a long time ago. I don't really look any different from time to time. So I'm in it for the deeper meaning, how I feel, so I can create, so I can selflessly motivate. Selfless motivation is the key to raising your frequency above all. I get up every morning, not for me. I stay looking like this regardless. I could eat whatever and look like this. I could fucking sleep in at any time and look like this. I sacrifice what I like, my pleasures, to raise my frequency, to raise my energy, raise my vibration so that my message is clear. You guys aren't attracted to what I'm saying. It's the energy. Yes, I make sense sometimes. Yes, this is a massive topic. The amount of capacity towards the endeavors we pursue. Think about love. Think about love. Think about how juvenile love is when you first fall in love. It's all extremities. You just love with your extremities. As you grow and as you mature, you love with your heart and soul. And it's a much deeper attachment, obviously. But we're not seeing this and applying this to every area. Everything is so similar, it's crazy. So in every area, you're needing to do this. That dude's a bitch. He ain't willing to get up and put the work in. He ain't willing to put the fucking snacks down. That's fucking bullshit. The reason I was a great leader and continue to be is because I don't give a fuck about me. Fuck my feelings. Fuck that shit. I need to help you. I need to. I don't look any different. It doesn't do anything for me. It helps for me to help. The worst things we can ever do is sit down during a lockdown and try to unmake and decipher life's problems in a negative mindset. Never do that. The second you're trying to decipher your life's problems in a negative mindset, stop right away. Go into some exercise. Gain that PMA, that positive mindset. Go back to the problem. I guarantee you see the solution. So what is it? It's a mixture of mind, body, soul to find every answer. Tap in through the exercise. Let the self-talk build you and solidify who you are, what you believe in. And then apply the universal knowledge that's being supplied. You're being supplied the answers when you earn them. When you go hard, you earn that shit. And you earn that shit by wanting to give it. So when you go teach it, you earn it tenfold. We're just nothing but facilitators. We're not good writers. We're not good thinkers. We're not good speakers. We're good listeners. There's messages coming from above, from the universe, that we are meant to deliver to better humanity. This is what's happening. You're not good at anything. Drop your ego. You're just a good listener. If you can listen good enough through the process I preach, you will be good at everything you choose to do. All the greats, all the fucking geniuses, all the most wise men were great listeners. And what they saw, what they heard, what they felt was groundbreaking. It changed them from within. I'm getting the chills now. So then I must deliver. We must deliver. And the fact is, if you're that parent trying to fucking teach your kids something you're not willing to sacrifice and be, you're fucking up. Because they ain't gonna listen. You have to have the result they want. That's the purpose behind me creating the exterior so I can deliver everything from the interior. I made this morning as I was walking through my reflection process, gaining it from the universe, pulling it in and delivering it. This is everything. It's exponentially greater when it comes straight from the plug to you that day. It's not a watered down cut-ass message that you picked up from 9 people and pieced together to seem fucking awesome on social fucking media. It's not that. That don't work. That's why motherfuckers are stuttering on here, because they're fucking creating shit. Don't create nothing. Deliver what hits you hard in your heart. And in your heart, your capacity for love is everything. And in your heart, your capacity for love is everything. Like I just said, if you're still loving with your extremities, you're a child, but it's okay to be a child. You just might have started loving. Start growing. Start loving with your soul, with your heart attached to the world. We're all going to die very fucking soon. Very fucking soon. And I'm okay with that. Are you? What can you leave behind for your people? How do they look at you? Do you look at them looking over your grave from a 30,000 foot view with tears in their eyes and the love in their heart they have for you? because they're fucking like, man, that was my dude. I see it now. I see everything he did for me. I love him. That's what we're after. We're not after the fucking shit. Fuck this shit. You'll get that as a byproduct. You'll be blessed with the security you need for your family as a byproduct of a man who gets up selflessly to create the man he fucking admires to give that motherfucker away. If you feel down, you have to realize that you're not doing enough to be up. It's all fucking that easy. Get up early. Force yourself up. Do not let that first fucking thought in your head be negative. The second the first thought enters your mind when you're waking up, do not let it defeat you. Let it be positive and affirming. Fuck this. I got this. This ain't shit to me. Once that first thought enters your mind, spring the fuck up. Get up. This is the epitome of gratitude. The fact that you'll get up when you don't have to. The fact that you'll get up to seek your best self when it's not required of you by anything other than your internal fucking desire to be your best in the worst of times. And I just dropped all my negative thoughts and negative behaviors because they were eating me alive inside. I became accountable to my thoughts. Don't just be accountable to your actions in this life. Be accountable to thought. If you're accountable to thought, you can extinguish the actions at the fucking root. So the second your thoughts go victim, extinguish that fucking shit. Extinguish those victim fucking thoughts the second they come about. If you're loving to point the finger at yourself, you're ready to just have no music and go straight into the self-talk and call yourself out whenever you're going negative, whenever you're going soft, whenever you start to fail yourself and start to talk yourself out of what you really want for yourself. This is when you have to be extremely accountable, point the finger at yourself, and this is where the changes come. This is how we solidify our character. My character has been solidified over years and years and years and years of not failing on this process to where I'm unbreakable. I will not deviate from this process. It has provided me so much worth. It means more to me than anything you see around me. Anything you've seen change for me in a successful manner only came from this. This process is everything. Your growth process is everything. It establishes the mindset you need and the PMA needed, the positive mental attitude needed to go about your day. If not, these problems that are going to come your way, especially now, these problems are going to fuck you off. They're going to run a train on you if you're not ready. When I was in the pen, cops would always say, oh, if I had all the time in the world to work out, I'd be ripped too, Watson. No, you wouldn't, motherfucker. You'd be eating fucking snacks tenfold because you're a victim of your feelings in that way. You haven't figured out to run to self-growth over vices when shit gets rough for you. So you snack your fucking pain away, you fucking shoot it up, you drink it, whatever the fuck you do to cure that pain you have internally. You haven't figured out that you have the cure for everything that ails you inside of you, and you can cure yourself. And guess what? It's usually the hardest shit that cures us. The harder we go, the more cured we are from our bullshit that we put ourselves through. I put myself through negativity and anger. That's my problem. If I go hard enough in my fucking workout, then I cure myself of my anger. Don't take none of his time unless you compensate that man. That's how men work. Men don't want shit free. I don't want shit from you for free. You don't want shit from me for free. Fuck that. This is what I deal with every morning with the panhandlers out front. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'll put you to work. Guess what? Get up every day at 3 a.m. and fucking work out for an hour and write down your thoughts, and I'll pay you for a week's work. You couldn't fucking do it. They wouldn't do it. This is the facts. This is showing you who you are right now when you're only held to yourself. Your emotional motivators are everything. You need to get up and selflessly motivate yourself with that picture in your head. That picture in your head of your family and making them proud. That picture in your head of the family that you are gonna have in the future. The person you're gonna be in the future. You're supposed to think about you from that 30,000 foot view and feel the energy that others feel from you, because you're fucking congruent with who the fuck you want to be. You're authentic. The universe is providing you that higher vibration because you live in the manner that's correct with what you're fucking speaking. You're not trying to just seek validation from another man with straight up lies and delusion. If you keep showing up every day, if you keep fucking showing up every day and you ain't getting your desired result, well, guess what? You ain't putting enough heart into the areas that count, and you need to go back to the drawing board. People are always like fucking saying people are controlling people. Motherfucker, this is inspiration. This ain't manipulation. Manipulation leaves the end person, the end result, worse off. Inspiration fucking builds people up. There's two motherfucking ways that one can exert their strength. One is by pushing down like a bitch. One is by pulling up like a real motherfucker. I saw this a long time ago. I did it for my people. The lowest ones. The ones that were in the places that I've been. The pain I've known. The shit that I've felt. The shit that crippled me. We give that fucking power from within. We know when we're giving it. That's the secret. You want to know the secret? That's the secret. Pros operate out of commitment. Amateurs operate out of their bitch ass feelings. They're all caught up in their feelers. Their feelings fuck them off every day. Oh, I feel like doing this. Well, how about you equate that? Do you feel like having tits after you feel like eating that cake? I don't give a fuck about cake. I don't want my son to say, look at my dad and his titties. I want my son to say, look at my fucking dad. He's a beast. Done in every area. Not slacking in one more than the fucking other. If one motherfucker did it, you can do it. You get 10-year results when you get 10 years. The dudes who got the physique that I'm like, damn, that dude's killing it. They've been at the game 20 years. I got 7 to go. I ain't quitting. I'll be there. It's muscle maturity. It's financial maturity. It's emotional maturity. These are the fucking keys to building anything, and they take time. They take life experience. This shit ain't gifted upon nobody. Preparation for life is everything. There ain't no motherfucking such thing as luck. There's preparation meeting opportunity. When you sit down and prepare right now, the opportunities are going to open up soon. And whether you're fucking ready or not is going to be whether you prepare today, motherfucker. I already know who I am when I come in. I already know as I'm walking in, and I'm saying with my self-talk, you motherfuckers are going to see something you've never seen before. You're going to see someone put so much heart into this convict shit, this prison lifestyle, this program. You're going to see someone build everybody around him through this. Don't get it fucked up. You can't create assets unless you're one, motherfucker. Become an asset, then create them. He saw what it was doing for us mentally and physically, and he said, I need this, because he was smart. But then later, he starts to need my help with certain things, and I say, hey, Books, you know, a smart motherfucker has money, right? A smart motherfucker has what he needs. That's what he has. He finds a way. It didn't take this kid 1 fucking week to open up a dope-ass store, be running football pools, and do these gambling tables that had him on deck $300-400, which in the penitentiary is good living. Books came to me to work out with me because I had the result. I had the energy. They knew I wasn't quitting. You know I'm not quitting. I want this for you. This is the determining factor. That motherfucker who won't tap for shit. Books wouldn't tap for shit. This was a youngster. I had him doing 30 handstand push-ups a set. No problem. From doing 5 at the start. Had him banging pull-ups. Had him doing burpee. One New Year's Eve, we sat in the day room for fun, just to make our day. We did burpees for 4 hours. 4 straight hours. I was just going till he tapped. I was doing tricks and shit. But anyways, this motherfucker's eyes were bleeding. Everybody, I called him off. He would have went till death. This was the heart needed. This is the heart needed. Motherfucker wrote me today and said, hey, can you follow the diet if you have a wife and kids? Fuck you, you fucking pussy. You can follow anything in this life and pull off anything if you're not a fucking bitch. If you're not a bitch, straight up. The only thing holding you back is you. There's a motherfucker today who has a way worse situation, way more on his plate, way more broke, way more physical limitations that did what you can't today, motherfucker. Get it done. I always talk about vices and I talk about addictions, and what we're truly only addicted to is escaping reality through these vices and drugs and substances. So in all reality, the route to cure this is to create a life that you don't need to escape from. A life that you want to get up and live every day. People always ask me, why 245, Wes? Why 245? And it's because I'm so excited every day to get up and live this life I've created that is pure inner peace, pure gratitude, and just everything I wanted life to be. How did I create this? The work. The work did it. Consistent work, consistent internal work and external work. The key to all this is making yourself fucking proud. If you make yourself proud, everybody else will be proud. I could have been a bitch, came out, went and got drunk, got high, fucked my life up more, made my family pay for the pain. There's other people attached to you, motherfucker. This ain't about you, motherfucker. You're fucking up other people's lives. I remember when my people first visited me in county jail, and I was blaming them like a bitch. Mom's in the visiting room. Dad's in the visiting room. And I'm sitting there going, get me the fuck out of here, you fucking motherfuckers. And I'm being the biggest bitch ever. The real ones don't care about losing it because they know they'll just get it again. And they know it doesn't validate who they are. Only their character and their will to succeed is the definition of if they'll succeed or fucking won't. This is how we solidify what we want in life. This is internal work. Thinking is the speaking of the soul with itself. The conscience is the authentic voice of God, higher power, higher intelligence, the energy source. People don't meet you. They meet your energy way before you walk in the room. Way before you walk in the room. So when you fucking leave your house, when you get up in the morning, your main job is energy creation for those people around you and yourself. Nobody wants to be around that shot out, blame game ass shit. Get on that motherfucking floor and find your answers. Don't expect them to be gifted before you put the work in. We earn answers around here, motherfucker. They come from above, motherfucker. They come from above when you prove that you're a quality facilitator of the message. When you're a quality facilitator of this message, it's delivered to you. It's delivered to you loud and clear. The answers come clear and abundant all day. Those are the winners. The ones that tap in through gratitude. The ones that won't give up. The ones that don't give a fuck about how they feel. They just know they got up that day. They just know they got blessed with another 24, motherfucker. Baby ass shit out here. We can't cure anyone or help anyone until we help or cure ourselves. And once we've cured ourselves, oh my God, the power. It feels so great that you have to give it away. Or you're just sitting there by yourself, examining how fucking dope it is, when that's bullshit. Wake the fuck up, create the man you admire, give him the fuck away. Then when you come out to normal GP and there's the baby girls who don't get their Pop-Tarts for the week, you're just like, holy fucking shit, I can't stand you. You're a bitch. But this is how wisdom steps into play. You have to fucking be grown enough to realize you were like that once. And then seek to help them when they ask. No time before. Nothing out there exists to me. I don't even get validated by external shit. I go into my workouts wanting to raise my energy, raise my frequency, to pass it on. Because that's the only thing that makes me happy anymore. Is to pass on that quality energy and know I affected someone in a positive way. Whether in person or on fucking tech, on social media, across YouTube, Instagram, it feels great. Anyone who's denying that ability to do that to people doesn't understand it. I'm just working on me. You're 30 fucking 5, you're 45, and you're still working on you, motherfucker? You haven't moved on to other people yet? Wow. Baby boy. You should be working on other people by now. You're not that complicated to figure out. You need to get out your fucking way. I landed myself in the penitentiary by thinking about myself 24/7. You have to put off your best energy. People don't like that bullshit ass energy. Even if you're doubting yourself, negative inside, that's still negative energy. You should never fucking hate on your life. Never hate on one moment of your life. The second you slip into that, remember my words, gather a strong mental witness and negate that negative talk towards your fucking life. You're building yourself up. You're creating your strengths and your weaknesses with your thoughts and your actions. The worst of times is when you get to see who the fuck you are. I got up every day from the beginning because this was the measure. We were looking around at who was up. I look out my fucking window right now every morning. Not one person's lights on in that big ass skyscraper across from me. Not one person. Program time, pussies. What you got? You don't got a reason to get up? How about your breathing? Is that enough reason? No wonder nobody's creating their dreams. They don't even want to get up and live their reality. You have to succeed right here in reality before you create your motherfucking dreams. Trying to run before you jog, motherfucker. You ain't ready. You're a beginner. Accept that. You're a beginner at this lockdown, and if it's training and nutrition, be a beginner at that. If it's internal growth, be a beginner at that. And you perform at your best of abilities, past your best of abilities, every fucking day. Because the only thing you have is your pride. The only thing you have is your fucking conduct. Sit down. See your higher self. See him. Feel him. What does he look like? What's his demeanor? How are his daily actions? What's his energy feel like when he enters the room? Create your higher self in your mind. Make that motherfucker do your dirty work. Make that motherfucker handle business. Let's go. This is how I learned how to control my energy in an authentic manner. Don't overstep who you are. Don't try to be all fucking something you're not. This is gained through duration of time that you've existed as the person you appear to be. The fraudulent ass shit in the penitentiary does not fall. It does not fucking fly. Not at all. If a motherfucker just looks apart, he's joined that costume fucking party where you just want to appear like something you're not. He gets labeled as that. They're like, oh, look at that bitch ass dope fiend, that weak ass motherfucker. Look at that fool all strung out. Everybody knows it. So the spineless ass dude who decides to fucking spend his whole life doing shit he likes, pleasure chasing and being a bitch, that shit's known. You can't fucking hide from what you are. You are exactly what you do. You are the culmination of your motherfucking daily acts over the duration of time. I could wake up tomorrow and just be a bitch tomorrow. And if I got on this fucking camera as a bitch in the morning, I wouldn't come across in an authentic version of who the fuck I am. The person who got up, sat with consciousness, gathered his answers from above, spilt them out in a selfless manner because he wants to see people succeed. The motherfucker who pushes himself in every fucking set. This ain't fucking gifted. This is earned. The motherfucker who wants it gifted has a timeline on his fucking life. Fuck a timeline. A timeline is the opposite of being in flow state. It's the opposite of being in the moment. You'll never figure out who the fuck you are. You'll never reach a level of self-discovery needed if you put a fucking timeline on your motherfucking life. You have to go into these processes, your morning process, who you are. You have to go into this shit in an authentic manner, just bowing down like, fuck, I want to sit here and I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be. I'm going to be myself. And then your answers come. And then you earn them. Then you push them to the levels. At 1 year, you're at the fucking 1 year level. 3 years, you're at the 3 year level. 10 fucking years, you're at the 10 year level. You don't get a level you didn't fucking earn, motherfucker. Walk around with that 10-year strut, with that fucking cold stroll on the yard. When you've done your first year, bam, 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 you're booked. You're done. You're done. You can't fake that shit. Accept your level. Accept your motherfucking level. The reason people tap is because they see themselves on a different fucking level than they earned. So then they tap because they don't want to look like fucking something they fucking are. That's sickening. In the penitentiary, you come in, your paperwork speaks for itself, then it's your program. Do you do your time, or does your time fucking do you? This is about creation of the person you admire. This is about raising vibration, raising energy to walk in the room and uplift others. Uplift others by uplifting yourself. This is the most noble, selfless thing you can do. Fuck my sleep. Fuck if I have to work out hard. Fuck that food. I'm bringing my people up. It's up to me. If it'll be, it's up to fucking me. This is what it is. I had to do that in the pen. I couldn't let them slip. They were weak. They had never done nothing. I was the one. I said, fuck it. I'll get up earlier. I'll work harder. Leaders do fucking more. That's the definition. Leaders do fucking more. Get some deep inspiration, some emotional motivation. That shit that resonates in your soul. When I get out, I'm going to make my mom proud. I'm going to make my people proud. My boys are going to say, that's my boy. He don't fucking stop. He gets it. He gets it. He don't want shit for free. You sit there and motivate and resonate with that emotional motivation that just gets you deep in your soul. When you're putting off that negative energy to your people, that bullshit ass energy, you check yourself. Life's too short for that. Nobody wants to be around that. If you habitually put off that passive bitch ass energy to people, you become someone who just has that energy. You ever been around those people who really been through some shit? Who are really going through some pain? Those are the most kind people. The ones that you know it's real. They can't even imagine being rude to the next person. Because in all reality, they're strong. They're strong. Rudeness is a weak man's imitation of strength. That fake motherfucker who ain't been through shit. What I do is I pull the best out of you because I've been in the worst. If you're fucking seeking growth on this lockdown, don't you ever listen to that motherfucker who's trying to put his fucking 2 cents into your process. That's your process. He don't see your vision. And if you expect another motherfucker to see your vision as a grown-ass man, well, guess what, motherfucker? You're that bitch who really fucking doesn't get this shit. Your vision is your genius. It's supplied to you, motherfucker. Your vision is your genius. It's supplied to you, motherfucker. Everything that's happened on this planet was once somebody's imagination that they brought into life, that people probably laughed at them about, probably laughed at them. And now they're looked at as a fucking genius. That's you. Talent hits a target nobody else can hit. Genius hits a target nobody else can see. That shit's everything. Fuck. If you can see it, it's not lofty enough. If they can see it, it's not lofty enough. You need those lofty goals that just fucking drive you from the inside. The creation of that man that gives you the chills when you look at him from afar. I saw this man when I was in my cell in the penitentiary, and I'm like, I'm gonna be sitting on that table in the day room over there at 250, fucking ripped, busting shit out everywhere, and show these soft ass bitches who the fuck I am. And I'm not gonna be a dick about it. I'm gonna show them who I am, and when they fucking come ask me how they can be their best, I'm gonna be there for them. This is what meant the world to me. If you pass on what worked for you in this life, you'll know the feeling I speak of. You'll fucking know it. When we teach, we learn twice. And in this life, teaching is everything. And you can't teach till you personify that shit. Baby girl. Flow state, inner peace. The definition of this is not knowing time as it passes by. The second your dumbass puts a timeline on the shit, you're fucked. So guess what? With this lockdown, with this shit, anything you're going through, anything you're fucking enduring, you need to fucking know that only thing that works is knowing that you're ready to come off this lockdown when you're not even giving a fuck about being on lockdown. And you're ready to get through that growth phase when you don't give a fuck about enduring that growth phase. A workout. It's fucking everything to increase your life, to extend this life you've been given. When you can attach the deepest of meanings to the smallest, most insignificant task, you found the way to infinite power. You found it. Self-control is everything. The only pain a motherfucker puts himself through, is when he willingly breaks character. We don't break character no more. Too much pain from that shit. I don't get another chance. You don't get another chance. This is one fucking life. We all got a life sentence. We all got a life sentence. I've been around motherfuckers in the pen who are happier than you motherfuckers out here. And they're doing a life sentence. They got okay with themselves. How did they get okay with themselves? They walked straight into that pain. And they said, I can take it. I'll endure it. So look what happened. Their self-talk matched their action toward the adversity. So walk into adversity. Magnify your self-talk. Understand that it's creating who you are. And set an example for your people. This is everything. I'll keep saying it. Because the day I don't, we lose a motherfucker. So I'm going to be here. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for life. Watch this shit, motherfucker. Regret is not your choice, motherfucker. You don't get to choose or not whether you regret something in this life. Regret is a fucking hookup from your higher self, from your conscience. It's not a what if. It's if you remove this fucking trait that causes you regret, this action or habit that causes you to regret, causes guilt, it's a for sure what you will be. You will be this vision of your higher self. It's a call. It's a call to step up. It's because you're meant for more. When you drop all the shit you shouldn't be doing, all the shit you should be opens the fuck up real quick. Life at this point, where I was, where you are, where we all are, life at this point isn't about adding more or what we should be doing. It's more about what we shouldn't do. It's more about what we shouldn't do. It's a lot easier to pinpoint the things that are causing regret, causing guilt, and just remove them from our lives. Expel them, extinguish them, get the fuck rid of them. That's a strong man. A strong man can change. I don't give a fuck if you've never been through shit like this that I've been through. I don't give a fuck if you're all positive and your life's all great. How does that help everyone? You came from a perfect life. Everything's perfect. That doesn't help nobody. The overcoming is everything. If there's nothing to overcome, then nothing happened. You were just positive and you're still positive. I fucking truly believe that if you come from a negative background, it means more to be positive. So my new definition of everything is what hard could be, what a man could be. If a man shuts down everything that's hard for him, if it's hard for you to get up early, done. If it's hard for you to not be a dick, done. My biggest thing is not breaking character every fucking day. Not breaking character. That's my main goal. Do I still fuck up? Yes. How long does it take for me to come clean about me fucking up? To apologize to the person? Not very long. Because I want the growth. I want the gains. It is my fault. It is my choice. Everything's your choice. It is my choice. Everything's your choice. I don't think people realize that where they're at in their life right now is the sum of their total choices that they've made in their motherfucking life. How you look, where you're at, your financial stability, whatever the fuck. Your choice, motherfucker. Nobody made you do that. If one motherfucker did it another way, then you could do it. If plenty of people are thriving right now during motherfucking coronavirus, then you can, motherfucker. Anything else is that victim, bitch ass shit, and you ain't gonna get nowhere because you're not trying. You're letting that excuse be everything to you. I have a shitty metabolism. Motherfucker, you just don't understand shit. That's it. That's it. Once you start to comprehend and understand that these are all your motherfucking choices, the whole world opens up. I got the fuck out of my way and started moving up really fucking quick. That's what will happen to you when you get the fuck out of your way for once. This was a path being supplied to me. We're meant to have things thrown in our path. Because every time we're hit with some adversity, a seed is planted for the equivalent virtue to take place. If we're strong enough, if we're smart enough, if we comprehend enough that these are all our motherfucking choices. Our food is loaded with sodium, so it puffs the muscles up. I consume a lot of pink salt because that adds to cellular pressure. When you have a different cellular pressure in the muscle cell, you get a different pump. I would make stacks of magazines and use them for side raises, front raises, and hit my shoulders with. I would make bags to hit curls. I would do triceps off the sink, tricep extensions, and I would do bar work every day. Pull-ups and dips every day. Some days to failure, some days GTG. Legs, someone's on your back, you're doing squats, or you're doing bodyweight squats to failure, killing yourself. There was times in a cell where I said, today I'm gonna do 2,000 squats. People out here think that's ridiculous because they got a time frame. You got pain out here. Your pain, my pain, it's all the same. The degree at which you handle it, it just comes down to life experience and how much you've dealt with it in your perspective. That's it. So my perspective to deal with pain is greater than yours because I've dealt with more. I don't give a fuck. It's nothing to brag about. I just use it to my benefit. Another bitch will sit on the corner homeless and cry about his pain instead of use it to push him forward. Pain is motivation, baby boy. Pain is growth. The fuck you doing? You got it, use it. You don't have to go to prison to be hard. You have to do what's hard to be hard. What's hardest for you, princess? Is it quitting that dope? Is it putting down the drink? Is it really fucking getting to work on something that works instead of continually putting so much effort into something that doesn't, which habitually creates a motherfucker who's okay with working and not getting his result? Is that you, baby girl? Let's fucking go. If you curse your life, if you curse this beautiful life you've been given, even for one moment at any time, you're automatically kicked out of flow state, kicked out of that universal connection, and not supplied the answers because you're not grateful. You're not seeing that there's suffering going on all around the world, and all around the world there's overcoming of it. In all reality, the greater the adversity, the greater the seed planted for prosperity. We have to know that it means more when we're stuck in a bathroom by ourselves for a year and we still can choose to get up and have that peace and contentment in our heart by choice. If you're needing external circumstances to change for you to feel that power, you've missed the whole boat. You ain't even on the right field. And that's okay. That's why I'm here to teach it. That's why I'm here to show you the steps and the process to attain this. Every morning I would sit there in the stream of consciousness, grabbing that power, soaking it in. Everybody's asleep. Everybody in the building's asleep. It's about 3:40 a.m. I got my headphones on. I was driving in the car the other day and one of these songs, it was like Kanye West, All of the Lights or something. And it's like a real fucking powerful trumpet sounding song that just raises it from within you. And it started to hit me in my stomach. And I'm like, fuck, I thought I could take this right now. I felt like I was going to throw up. I came to tears. My wife looks over and she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, this is crazy. I remember this moment. I remember this moment when I was in the day room, and at that moment, I was so tapped in. I was vibing so hard, my vibrations out of this world, and my frequency being felt by everyone in the vicinity, to where I knew at that moment I had found the answer. I was unstoppable. It was the fact that I was just being. I was just being. I was exactly where I needed to be, and all the answers for that moment were being supplied in exact exchange to how much I put into myself, how much I put into making my life better, my growth process, the furtherment of my character. They say you can only fucking cure the world. We could solve all world problems if we just solve our own, and that is the truth. I solved my own problems, and I'm here to help solve your guys's through the same way. I had so much pain, and I still do, and it's always self-inflicted. Every amount of pain that you're giving yourself, you're creating. You have the ability to wash all that away with a different perspective change. And these things, they don't just come about by chance. We're creating them. Everyone is capping themselves. Are you trying to force an outcome in your life? People are trying to force outcomes. In all reality, if you get that outcome you're trying to force, you've just capped yourself off. You've just limited yourself. If you learn to just create the character in the individual that is limitless, there is no limits to the imagination of where you could go. So you should never put a cap on it. This is the job I want. This is how I want to do it. How do you know that you're not limiting yourself? And there's something way beyond your belief by having faith in the fact that if you create the best man you know, if you create that man that you admire in every way to give him away, that you will be blessed with the optimal situation like I was. Like I was, you guys. I will never talk about something I've never done. And that's the problem people are doing out here. Speaking about shit they've never fucking done. Learning to suffer in silence is the most sublime feeling. Getting up to put it on yourself because you can take it. Do you get pain through these happy events that you should just rejoice in? Or does your pain come in times of adversity like this? So I guess life's preparation, right? You're preparing for times like this by getting up and weathering yourself with the process I preach. When you weather yourself with a process like this, nothing can faze you. Nothing can faze you. I'm not fazed. Everything can be taken and then nothing will be taken because I've learned over time to validate myself with the things and the assets and the tributes of a man, the attributes of a man that can never be taken. When you learn to validate yourself with the things that can never be taken from you, you will always win. I found inner peace. I found contentment. And that's why I never turned my back on my process. Not once since I've been out. Not one time. If you wish to learn from someone who found the way, look to see if they deviate from their program, their process, what they preach. Do they deviate? A man who really found the answer never deviates from the program that built him. He never turns his back on the process that got him where he's at. I can never turn my back on the stream of consciousness. I wake up every morning to sit in it. It's the only thing that matters to me. People say, how many burpees do you do? I say until my rate of vibration increases, until PMA is achieved. Rate of vibration, ROV, PMA, positive mental attitude. I'm going after that internal feeling that I can bring to you guys. So look at my intention. My intention is pure. If a man is right, his world will be right. You cannot fool the universe. You cannot fool yourself. Subconsciously, I know if you're a lying bitch-ass motherfucker with no power attached to his word. I wrote a quote one time on my rack and it was, their words fell on deaf ears, completely void of veneration due to lack of engagement. That was just a crazy way of saying these bitches around me can't stick to shit. And I don't believe their fucking word. I can feel the bitch on them. That's what that was. That's what that was. But guess what? I'm evolving into a person who's got different demeanor, different character, different energy. But guess what? I still got that penitentiary in me and I ain't changing it. We need to be us. We need to follow our path. As soon as it starts to develop into something else, something more, something different, that's when. Do not listen to anybody else. Your vision, your path, what you're being supplied is being supplied to you in the stream of consciousness, in the early AM, when you really put it on yourself, when you really go suffer and sacrifice all your pleasures for that betterment of self. The person who can truly take pleasure and not being pleased, that is the individual who found it. They, through the tough acts, during the suffering, they're pumping themselves up. Their self-talk is magnifying and exponentially building their internal power. I sit there and just pump myself up from the fact that I can live like a robot. And I've been around people in the penitentiary who degraded themselves for living like a robot. Never shit on the processes that build you. Humans are habitual creatures by nature. We need habit. We need it. You got to learn to pick yourself up when you feel down. Everything that ails you, the answer exists already within. You need to tap into the stream of consciousness. You need to find your answers. Walk in alignment with your conscience. Conscience congruency is the power. Like I've said, if a man is right, his world will be right. And I'm a living testament to that. You guys, it doesn't matter what you get in this life. It matters that you lay your head down proud every fucking night and every day is anew. I could choose to be a bitch today and I'll feel like a bitch today. If I choose to be a beast today, I'll feel like a beast today. If I choose to be a responsible man today, then that's what I am. Nothing is across the board. Everything internally, externally is earned in this life. Let's fucking go. Plenty of dudes just gave up like they do out here on the street. The bitches, the fake hard ones, they look hard, but when it comes down to that fortitude, that grit, dropping the ego so that they can get back to their families and make them proud, they fail. They go to that black because it gets too fucking painful. They assault the police because it gets too stressful for someone to consistently demean you and talk shit to you. I had to button my lips so fucking much in the penitentiary with COs, with inmates and everything like that. So out here, it's too fucking easy. I don't have to be around these people. I don't have respect for people who don't have respect for themselves. So I just keep it pushing. The second someone respects themselves, they have a different energy. They come up to you on a different level and they're respected. Everybody on this planet starts at 100% respect with me. Every single person starts with 100 with me. They can lose it all in 1 second, or they can slowly lose it depending on the acts in which they conduct themselves. This is how we do it. The rules which garner respect for us as individuals are non-fucking negotiable. They're non-negotiable. And a bitch-ass motherfucker, bitches on here, baby bitches who are still taking care of themselves, say, Wes, you're not in prison anymore. Why are you still talking about prison every day? Motherfucker, I extract wisdom from my past life experiences. Only if you're letting your past hinder your progression in the moment, that's when it's negative. You can relive your past to fucking extract wisdom and apply it to this moment. In fact, that's the height of wisdom. That's the height, you stupid motherfucker. Whoever says that is the dumbest motherfucker alive. Because guess what? They're like, get out and do you. It's over. You're not in prison no more. Motherfucker, I'm helping people who are about to go, you stupid bitch. It's not a what if, motherfucker. Your vision is not a what if. If you get out of your way and you walk in line with your conscience, every little step it supplies you, you will become what you see. Don't you see that? Don't you see that? If you wake up in the morning and your conscience says, quit eating so much, and then you come across my channel and I say, this is how you get ripped, you count your macros, and your conscience says, damn, I need to figure out how to count my macros. Don't you fucking see that that's where you're supposed to go? Stop talking yourself out of your level up due to your fucking pleasure seeking and your comfort chasing. You comfortable motherfuckers. And if I get up earlier, if I eat healthier, if I work out harder, if I add more variables to those steps, then I will create someone bigger. If I learn to sit down, listen, and not wake up into fucking movies and shit, and live my movie, be my hero to my fucking story, I can create the future and the dream life that I always wanted. You guys, I'm so serious about this. It works 100%. But guess what it takes? It takes 100 fucking percent. Life is a gratitude test. Life is a gratitude test. You can't cultivate and develop a high capacity to stay grateful unless it's built in the face of adversity. If everything always goes your way, gratitude will slip through your fingers. You have to learn to be grateful in times like this. Times like this. I learned how to be grateful in the worst of times. I was grateful just to get up. I was grateful to just still be able to do push-ups all day. Your success level will never exceed your level of personal development. Success is a byproduct of your level of personal development. It comes as a fucking an attribute of who you've become. Who you've become attracts a certain level of success. Your conduct, your character, your principles, how consistent you are, your level of comprehension, curiosity. These are all things that are going to attribute to your success. A lot of people fucking want it until they realize what the fuck they got to do to get it. 6-month motherfuckers wanting 10-year payoff of mother. Small W's go to big places. If you can just really focus on the small things and do them at a high level, that's everything. That's everything. Learning to attach massive meaning to something small makes you somebody who learns to attach meaning to life in general. Obviously, if you can attach a lot of meaning to something like a wake-up time or doing laundry and having it crisp and folded, even though there's nowhere to go, you're going to be able to have massive meaning to something like your child's graduation. Everything can be as much as we want it to be, or it can be as little as you want it to be due to your perspective and your level of presence in life.